Okay, we're going to make drawings for this part and that part at the same, well, one after the other in this one video. So there's all that information we need for this one. This one should be relatively easy to do. So we'll go here. I'm going to click on that part right there. Click Control C to copy it. Go to Home. Click. Oh, I'm going to click on New. Start a new drawing. Control V to paste that rascal on there. And let's see, what do I want that to be my front view? Probably not. I probably want to take this thing and turn it around this way. Turn ortho on. So I want to turn it that way so that becomes my the views I look at. We'll go over here into this. I'm going to click base and click my base view and have that come in. So I'm going to do I really only need to do this view, right click, enter, and this view, and maybe an isometric. And it's only because those two views don't change. This one's going to be a threaded piece right here, and because of the complexity of doing it all, we're just going to make it really, really simple. I'm not going to do any of these other crazy things that you would have to do to do this that can be covered in another thing. Maybe later on in your career you'll find some way to kind of take care of that, but for right now we're not going to bother with it. So real simple. I'm going to go ahead and click multi-leader, and I'm going to click on this part right here, have this come down, turn my ortho off so I can put that in there. And see, my text is going to be too tall already, so I'm going to change it to 0.2. And I'm going to put in here that it is a 10-32. Oops. 10-32 UNC. Oops, I want all caps on. UNC-2A. And it's going to be by 0.50 long. So that's how long the threads are going to be on that. Alright, so then the other thing I might do is click on this and put right here and just put, we're just going to call it a medium diamond knurl. Medium diamond knurl. And the knurling you've probably seen where they got this little, oh my gosh, did I do a terrible job of spelling? Oh my goodness. Medium diamond knurl. You've probably seen knurling on things where they put a little texture on there so you can grip it. Alright, so this is where we kind of find out what's going on here. So I'm going to do a linear dimension and go from here to here. And you'll see that the text is a lot smaller than it is on those leaders. So we're going to change that up on the leaders a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to double click this. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to go here and go to the leaders dimension text. Modify that. Change this to 0.2 right there. Go back to this one and change that to 1.12 right there. Click OK, click close, and it should change it so it matches everything else. Alright, so that's good. I've got the lengths of those things right there. I've got the actual part right there, what that threading is. So realistically what I want to do is just do the outside diameter on this one, so it tells us what that is right there. So I've got that figured out. The only other thing I might want to do would be go in here and create a leader that comes off of this part right here, and we'll fit that one right in here like this. That says it is a let's see, it is a 0.03 space by 45. We'll use the symbol here to go degrees, and that's chamfer. And I'm going to go ahead and add 2 places to that. Alright, so that gets that covered. So that's all we need to do there. I'm going to actually change that just a little bit. Drag that down just a little, get it more in the middle there. Alright, so that's enough. That's all you need for that right there. So that's that video. So then, oh wait, we got to save it. So I'm going to save as. Going to change that from being a beam to being, let's see, that's part number 3, and that is a knurled screw. Alright, and we'd need 2 of those, but this is good enough for what we're going to do here. Alright, so then I'm going to go back to my assembly drawing, and it's probably time. I didn't realize I didn't do this before, so I'm going to click Save As, and we're just going to call it we'll get rid of this part right here, and we're just going to call it marking gauge assembly. Alright, you gotta spell stuff correctly, and then you see it a couple different ways. Alright, so that saves that, so that's in there too. We're going to get back to making that drawing after we do this one. We're going to take this one, Control C. We're going to go into the layout right here, Control V, and kind of, oh no, I'm sorry, we're not going to do that. We're not going to go into this layout and control. What we're going to do is go to back to the model space. Let's get rid of that. I don't want that there. Alright, double click that mouse wheel. Alright, so I'm going to actually click on this and click this, Control C, and I've got to go to a new drawing. Boy, did I mess that up. That was a whole 30 seconds of your day that you won't get back. My fault. Alright, double click your mouse wheel so I can see what's going on. So that's that part right there is just out there in the middle of nowhere. I prefer to have things close to the 0, so we'll do that. And I'm actually going to go to 3D rotate, turn this thing sideways by 90 degrees, and that's probably okay. And then we'll go here, create a base view, and it's going to do the same as the other one. So I'll click this, right click, enter, put that view there, put this view here, right click, enter. There's not much to this one because when we go to annotate, we're going to do the diameter of it right there. So I'm going to do annotate that diameter, that right there. And the only thing that was really important was how long the part was. And then save as. And this one is part 4, and that's called the scriber. Alright. Okay, so that's your 2 parts there. Those other 2 parts, and then the last one I'll actually show you how to do the assembly video.